Welcome to Hirschberger's Miracle Homestead. We invite you to join us every Wednesday and Saturday.
Howdy folks, I am Martha and I want to welcome you to Hirschberg's Miracle Homestead. Today we will have some kitchen action. For a number of years we would go to a market selling baked goods. When we had to let our market days behind, why we continued baking but order only. That just seemed to fit the schedule and the needs here best. So anyway, it's neat when orders come in by multiple people and that they want the same thing. Today we are doing the Italian cream cake, and I have the recipe pinned up here on my little bulletin board. I have a big notebook where I keep recipes in that we'd bake. When we have multiple orders coming in, we like to use a big mixer, and in this mixer we will be using the paddle, scraper, and for the egg whites we'll be using our small KitchenAid, and we'll be using the whip for that. So, and then the ingredients are the sugar, oleo, Crisco, eggs separated, the whites from the yolks, soda, salt, vanilla, buttermilk, flour. Then we'll fold in, mix all this up here, then we'll fold in the nuts and the coconut, mix that up real good, and then fold in the egg whites. And I have the cake pans here. They're all prepared, ready to go, except this one. I thought I would finish this one off with you all, show you how we do it. We're doing three-layer Italian cream cakes with cream cheese icing. I think we are ready to get started. Okay, mission accomplished. I will go and put the paddle in the sugar. And bring it up. And on low for 5 minutes. So while that is mixing, I will tackle separating the eggs, the yolks, and the whites. I know there's different ways of separating the whites from the yolks. This is what I found works best for me. And since this one broke with a fairly clean cut, I'll save this so if one is all messed up, then I can have a backup there for the separating of the whites. Alrighty, so those eggs are separated. We are ready to add the eggs, 2 or 3 at a time, whatever dumps out. And I got flour in my hand, or sugar, one or the other. All right, mixer action. Drop some eggs in. And let it mix. All right, dump that in. Get my scraper. Let that mix. See a little bit of Crisco and sugar that didn't get incorporated in like it should, so I'll just scrape it down. Okay. I just add my soda, salt, vanilla, and mix. Add flour, part of it, and buttermilk. And mix. And you repeat that. If it's just one batch, I do it twice. But since it's multiple batches here, we'll see how many times I do it. We just do it. The last of the flour going in. The last of the buttermilk. Let that mix, and then we'll scrape everything down good. And scrape out the buttermilk. All right. Put my mixing bowl on the stool. Putting it up on the countertop to work with it is way too high. Okay, we'll put the nuts. Put the coconut. This is the last thing before we put egg whites in. Okay, while the egg whites beat, I will put the pans on the countertop and get ready for the measuring out of the cake batter. I do have the oven preheating. I use the convection oven, a 340 for about right at 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, once in a while a little bit longer. And I like to mix it in shifts and not all at one time. Alright, that's the last of the egg white, so we just get it all mixed in here. Gently stirring. Alright, I have one pan here that I did not flour yet. We still grease ours with Crisco, and then I had put a paper in. We buy parchment paper pre-cut already, but if you don't have that, if you have wax paper or something like that, you can just tear a piece off and put your pan on top of it, mark around it, circle around it, and you can create your own parchment paper, so to speak. I just use another measuring cup as my scoop. 2.5 cups of batter per pan. Double oven, but we'll use a lower one. Okay, these will bake for, I'll set my timer for 28 minutes. Okie dokie, let's take a peek at them. I would say they're done. For the seasoned bakers, you know, but for the new ones, when it starts pulling away, that's a sure sign that it's done. And if you're still uncertain, just take a toothpick, go in, and come out. If it comes out clean, you know it's done. So we will get these out and put the others in. Okay. I'll let them in the pan for a few minutes and then come dump the cakes. Okay, it's time to dump the cakes. I usually take a knife, a thin bladed knife, just run across the edge of all of them. I need 6 cooling racks. Okay, and then the papers fun peeling these off. Put them in here because I have to make a pound cake yet and bake 12 loaves of bread.
For the sake of time, we will stop at this point, and on the next episode, which will be on Saturday, we will do the cream cheese icing and the icing of the cake. The recipe for the Italian cream cake, including the cream cheese icing, is in the description box below. Thank you for joining us, and please tune in on Saturday for the continuation of this cake. And now, as always, we'll close with a golden thought.
God was faithful yesterday and today, and you can trust Him with tomorrow. Hi, we welcome you to the Golden Thought. I am Martha, and this is my very special twin brother, Marvin, better known as Buddy. And this Golden Thought spoke to me. We changed the sign at the church marquee, and when I saw this, I thought that has to go on the marquee this week. And so I thought I'd just share it here too. And it's so powerful and so true. We can always trust God. He was faithful yesterday. He's faithful today. And we can know we can trust tomorrow with Him. Just flashed in my mind as I was sitting here just now how in Dad's prayers he often prayed thanking Jesus for what He did for us in the past, what He's doing for us in the present, and what He'll do for us in the future. So, that's just a reminder again that God is faithful yesterday, today, and we can trust Him with tomorrow. So as we bring this episode to a close, we trust you've been blessed, inspired, and encouraged. And we invite you to like it and to share it and to subscribe. That way you don't miss an episode.